I was about to leave my blind date. Then she walked in, carrying a sleeping little boy. My name is Noah Carter. I'm 32 years old and I live in Boise, Idaho. I repair commercial kitchen equipment for restaurants. Not exactly the kind of career that makes people lean forward at parties. Most people don't care how an industrial dishwasher works until it breaks. Then suddenly you're the most important person in town. My life was predictable. Wake up at 6, grab coffee from the gas station, drive from restaurant to restaurant fixing ovens, refrigerators, and machines worth more than my truck. Then go home to my small house, heat up leftovers, watch sports highlights, and fall asleep on the couch. It wasn't a bad life, just a quiet one. The kind of life where nobody texts after sunset, the kind where your phone battery lasts 3 days because nobody's calling. So when my coworker's wife insisted on setting me up on a blind date, I finally said yes. Mostly because I was tired of hearing about it. Trust me, she said. Emily is amazing. That Friday night I arrived at Harbor Street Grill 10 minutes early. I wore the nicest button-down shirt I owned, the one without grease stains. I found a table near the window and waited. 7 o'clock, 7:10, 7:15, nothing, no message, no phone call, no woman named Emily. I checked my phone again. Still nothing. By 7:25, I was annoyed, not heartbroken, just irritated. Being stood up felt like getting a parking ticket. Nobody dies, but it still ruins your evening. I was reaching for my wallet when the restaurant door burst open. A cold gust of wind swept inside. Everyone looked up. A woman hurried through the entrance carrying a sleeping little boy against her shoulder. She looked exhausted, dark hair falling from a loose bun, jacket half-zipped, face flushed from running. The little boy couldn't have been older than 6. He was asleep with one arm wrapped around her neck. The woman scanned the room. Then her eyes landed on me. I saw immediate relief, then panic, then embarrassment. She walked straight toward my table. "You must be Noah." I nodded. She took a deep breath. "I'm Emily." She looked like she was preparing for impact. "I'm so sorry." I glanced at the sleeping kid, then back at her. She swallowed hard. "I know this looks terrible." "You think?" Her shoulders dropped. "Fair." For a second she looked ready to cry. Not dramatic crying. The exhausted kind. The kind people do when they've been carrying too much for too long. She adjusted the sleeping boy on her shoulder. "I understand if you leave." I looked at her, then at the kid, then back at her. "Long day?" A short laugh escaped her, the first genuine expression on her face. "You have absolutely no idea." That was the moment everything changed. Not because she was beautiful, even though she was. Not because I felt instant chemistry. I didn't. It was because she looked like someone who hadn't been given a break in a very long time, and somehow instead of asking for sympathy, she was apologizing for existing. I pointed to the chair across from me. "Sit down." Her eyes widened. "Really? You're already here." She carefully sat while keeping the little boy asleep. The waitress approached. Emily immediately apologized again, then apologized for apologizing. I couldn't help smiling. The waitress brought water. Emily finally explained. The little boy's name was Liam. He wasn't her son. He was her nephew. Her sister was a single mother battling addiction. For nearly 2 years, Emily had been the emergency contact for everything. School, doctors, late-night phone calls, unexpected crises. That afternoon, she had received a call from Liam's school. His mother never showed up. Again. Emily left work immediately, picked him up, spent hours trying to locate her sister, failed, then remembered she had a blind date with me. She had almost canceled, then realized she didn't even have my number, so she came anyway, carrying a sleeping 6-year-old. "I know this is ridiculous," she said. I looked at Liam, still asleep, head resting against her shoulder. "No," she looked surprised. "It's not ridiculous." "What is it then?" I thought for a moment. Life. For the first time all evening, she smiled, a real smile, and suddenly the restaurant felt warmer. The date became something neither of us expected. We talked for 3 hours. Well, as much as you can talk while a sleeping child occupies half the conversation. I learned Emily was a pediatric nurse. She worked 12-hour shifts, sometimes longer. She loved helping kids, hated paperwork, and carried the weight of her entire family on her shoulders. I learned Liam loved dinosaurs, chocolate milk, and pretending every stick was a sword. Eventually, he woke up, confused, sleepy, and immediately suspicious.